So yeah, this is different. Welcome to the first ever egoT.S.E.T, where basically I'm vlogging because I've run out of time to do anything else, basically. Anything of my other projects I wanted to do. It's just... we'll get to that. We'll get to that. Because, like I said, everything's got to be more complicated than it needs to be in previous videos. This is going to be more complicated than it needs to be. It's not just a simple vlog. It's just... Can you tell this is my first time doing this? Absolute virgin. No. So let's start off by what I've been listening to. So the soundtrack that I've been listening to recently, for the happier times and when I want to feel in a good mood, I've been listening to the Dollyrots. It's Daydream Explosion. Yes, I have got a screen over there and I'm checking all my resources and everything. But yeah, I've been listening to the Dollyrots Daydream Explosion, and it's really fun and bouncy and full of energy, and I've needed that. I've needed that. So it's been really good to have that around. So when I need a bit more, you know, when I'm angry, when I'm more sort of vent everything, I've been listening to the Petrol Girls Cut and Stitch album. It's just full of so much emotion and raw, and just, it's angry, and their previous albums are... Anyway, one of the previous Petrol Girls albums, it's on Spotify, links are in the description. And basically, yeah, it's full of pure emotion, and that's been really good for me recently. I really needed that, and you know, Big Mouth is just, yeah, I've definitely been needing that. For when I've been needing to chill and to relax, I've been listening to, okay, I'm going to butcher this, Sugoi Ne. Okay, little, really small, unheard of a duo, but they're really, really, really good. Their EP Papaya is on Spotify. Seriously, it's short, it's annoying, but it's just chill out, complete, pure, heavenly listening. So definitely what I've been listening to. I've been having trouble getting something for when I feel sad, when I just, you know, just want to cry and just get it all out. There's things I listen to, but so far nothing's really hit the spot recently, so yeah. But anyway, so that's been the soundtrack of the past couple of weeks at the very least. Aside from that, I have been binge watching. So yes, what I've been binge watching has been a little bit of Stranger Things. I finally watched Stranger Things. I've watched the first 2 seasons, but that links back to something I will get onto later, so I'll talk about that in a bit. Other than that, on YouTube I have been binge watching Of Herbs and Altars. Again, link in the description. And basically this is just the vlog of Dorian Bridges. He's an author, he's goth, he's genderqueer, and just basically sitting and listening to him prattle on and waffle about God knows what. It's just fun and relaxing. I feel like I have a friend, and so yeah, it's nice to sit and listen. And it's, you know, it's quite raw. A lot of his recent videos have been very, I have a point to make, I have something to say about a subject, and they're not my favourite ones. I just like when he sits down and just bleh, and just, yeah, very cool, very cool. So anyway, so that's wrapped up that bit where I've made things unnecessarily difficult myself, and because that's how I do things. Where have I been? It's been a while since I've uploaded a video. I've not been anywhere. I've been here. Hello, this is where I live. In the closet. No, I'm not anymore. No, we're not. We've done that. We're out. So yeah, I've just been here. But it's August. I have children. I have work. It's not easy for me to get out and just do things and videos, and once upon a time I could sit up all night and just edit videos anyway. I just record a little bit in the thing and just spend forever editing the damn thing. Can't do that in a minute. It's just not feasible. It's just not happening. And yeah, so basically, it seems to be a case where the summer drought just kicks in with me, and it's not just with the kids, but always seem to have something mess up my head. I've got a long history of mental health issues. Recently being diagnosed with, it was called borderline personality borderline personality disorder. It's now known as something completely different. It's a personality disorder of some description, but blowed if I can remember what it is. And yeah, that has knock-on effects of depression, and I've got anxiety, and it always seems to kick in the summer holidays. I don't know why. I just feel, so to talk about this year's start of the lull, which, you know, completely killed any and all motivation for me to do anything. I had been making big steps. I attended my first London Pride and my first Croydon Pride, even though it's only been going for a few years. And I was making big steps and going out and being human for a change, rather than some hermit crab thing that hides in his little shell and never comes out. Yeah, that was good. But then it got to Brighton Pride, and I was psyched for this. This was the big one. This was the big one. You know, this is the Pride in the UK. This is the one. And cut a long story short, basically, I went with a friend, and they were meeting someone else, and I knew someone else that was going. But because we were planning to go into the park, I'm using the clip-on microphone, so I don't know, I might use the audio through the camera, but if you hear a thump, it's because I've been using this microphone and I've been touching it. Apologies. Yeah, so we were going to go into the park. I had tickets, but I had a friend who was just going to see the parade and just basically get drunk in the city, so okay, that's fine. So we split up. I wandered through the throngs and throngs of people and spent it's a mile, so it's about 20 minutes walking in shoes that I really shouldn't have been walking that far in. Still got a few cuts healing now. Yeah. But the big problem was that once I got into town, my phone signal was just awful. I couldn't get through to her. I couldn't get through on the internet. I couldn't get through on standard carrier, and I just couldn't get hold of her. So I was there, I was like, okay, I'm standing around, I'm doing nothing, I'm trying to get hold of her, I can't get hold of her. What do I do? Okay? So I panicked, I looked, you know, I started to panic and I thought, no, so I'm going to cut my losses, I'm just going to go and I'm going to text someone and get a signal. So I started going away from the town centre. I got about 5 minutes away and oh, lo and behold, I've got messages, this is where she is. Fantastic, brilliant, okay. And it's in the same way I was going, so brilliant, I'll just take a quick detour and off I pop, that's fine. So I'll keep walking. I find where she is, and I can't find her. I can't see her. It's not like there's a mass of people. She said she's right at the front by the parade, and it's only about 3 people deep. 3 or 4 people deep. And I'm looking. I can't see her. And bearing in mind, she's got her face painted up in bright orange, and she's got, you know, bright blonde hair, and it's like, and she's got a white t-shirt, and it's like, I should be able to see her. Why can't I see her? Why can't I see her? And I was starting to panic, and I was starting to think, well, okay, so if I stay around any longer, I'm going to miss out on my other friend, and what? And it's just like, oh God, okay, what do I do? But I want to see this friend, because I haven't seen her in a while, and she's awesome, and I just wanted, you know. So I'm looking, and it's like, okay, well, maybe I'll try and push my way to the front and see if I can find her there, and it's just me being stupid. As I've done that, I've realised that the road is hella narrow, and basically I'm either going to have to push my way into people and stop, try and turn around and follow the flow of people that's pushing that way, or I can keep going that way. So me being me and panicking and not knowing what to do, I'm just going to keep following and try and go around. and I didn't realise how far around this corner went, and it went on for ages and ages, and then finally broke and was out of the crowd. And at this point I'm like, okay, I'm tired, my feet are bleeding, I can't find her, I've let her down, what the am I going to do? What do I do? Do I go back? Do I try again? Do I quit? I was trying to get hold of her on the phone again, and my signal was gone because there's so many people, and it's just like, and I freaked out and basically proceeded to waste the entire day by walking the mile back to the park, but not actually going back to the park because it was hard to get there, because the parade was taken over the road and it was difficult and there's people. So I walked even further, found a quiet park a bit further up a hill. I'd bought some plasters and some, I had some water and everything so I could clean my feet when I got there, from all the bloods. It was bad, very bad. And I sat in the park for about 7 hours and just did nothing until it was time to get the bus home, because it's like I couldn't just go because I had the tickets for the bus ride home for my friend. And yeah, so the anxiety and the depression got the better of me, and that then had a knock-on effect, and as you can imagine it ruined my mood and it ruined everything, and it took me a while to get over that, and even then I'm still not completely over it. I've not really spoken to my friend that I was trying to find. She said it was fine the next day and it was alright, but I've not really spoken to her because I still feel so ashamed and I feel like I let her down, because that's the kind of mental case that I am. So yeah, and then just recently I built myself back up. I went out with people, and there are emotions involved, and I don't do emotions very well, and I've had yet another setback. So all in all, between work and children and my twisted mindsets, I've not been all that motivated to do things, which is why I've not been about and not been uploading videos. And it's why I've not been on Twitter, because I did get really involved and I met some fantastic people, and that's why I've not been watching live streams. I've been not watching Retro Princess and Aravel, and I've not been keeping up with Nikki and Bunty and Chai and Voratoni and Martin, and I'm just reading off names now. Most of it makes no difference to anyone, but Daphne, I should be really staying in touch with Daph. But there's lots of people I should be talking to, and lots of people I should be interacting with, and I'm just not, because reasons. So that's where I've been. I have been trying to experiment with not so time sensitive, not so time precious things. I did try doing a speed drawing thing. I got halfway through. I liked what I was doing. I liked the graphics I was putting into it, and then I've just lost the motivation to finish what I was doing. So that may or may not be something I come back to. I'm not the greatest artist in the world anyway, so it's not like you're missing anything. But it was just something to try and churn out whilst I wasn't exactly feeling up. It's why I've landed on this, because I can sit here and I can just rock back and forth in my chair, talk absolute nonsense, and yeah, I know I'm making it more difficult by adding all those things at the start, because to just record a video and put it on the internet just seems I'm better than that. I can do better than that. And I'm very critical of my own work, so it's like I wouldn't be happy with it. I have to do something. So I have. And I am. If this ever gets released, of course. So, I've got to check my phone, list of topics, things. Yes. Right, so. Because it's summer holidays, we've got to go out and we've got to get things for the children for when they go back to school, especially my daughter who's going to secondary school, and it's just like, money. But anyway, the point is, we went out shopping. We were doing a little bit of pieces, nothing major, just their uniform, a few pencil cases and whatnot. I'm going to drink. Stay hydrated. Great way to lose weight, I found. You're hungry, just drink. Constantly drink. What was I saying? Yes, we're going shopping, we're doing things, and of course, when I take the kids shopping, I don't do it often. I try not to because I know they hate it. I know as a kid I hated it, but they're not interested, especially when it's boring things like uniform. They just don't care. They don't want to be there. I want to get it done and dusted. Now, if I could do it online and I knew for a fact it was all going to fit, I would, but I don't. And I need to try it on, and I drag them out. And I always make a point of going, right, the one toy shop, wherever it is we're going, we'll go. You can have a look around, take your time, enjoy, just have a look. Also doesn't hurt, especially with Christmas, looming far too close again, always comes too close. But it helps me get an idea of what they actually like and what they actually want. So it's kind of research expedition, kind of placate the children and make them happy. Win-win. And yeah, we'll do the usual thing. We're wandering around. We're seeing things. I'm seeing things that I want because I'm a child at heart. Is it a cardboard game thing that you solve mysteries, and it looks really interesting. And I was like, okay, I'm probably going to get that. And I did. I found it cheaper online than in the toy shop, but I've got it because I'm just spending when I shouldn't be spending because I've already spent money on uniforms and I just didn't have it. I handed the money over, so you just hand the money over. I keep tangerining. Yes, I keep tangerining. So I'm looking round, they're looking round, they're finding things, they're spotting things. You know full well, right, that I'm going to look at the wrestling figures because that's just me. I may put it to TSET of these because I know I've done the previous ones, but I'm behind now and I haven't got the money, new series, and I shouldn't be spending money. But yeah, I'm looking around doing things, and we get around to the Lego section. Now, I love Lego. I do. I have to admit, to be honest, I wish that I had been a kid now with all the awesome Lego sets, like the Lego City with the modular buildings that are huge. They cost a goddamn fortune, but I want to play. It's a modular doll's house. It's I don't know. It just amuses me, and it just like I like building worlds. I like building adventures. It's probably why I want to get into D&D so much. I say I am into D&D. It's just my head can't play other people too much. I've been trying to with the kids and the step kids, but again, people, time, places. Anyway, tangenting with oh god, this is tangenting again, right? So we got to the Lego. I love Lego. They love Lego. It's expensive, but we love it. So they're looking at things. It's like, oh, she likes my daughters like that. Well, okay, I'll write that down. We might get that for her for Christmas. That's good. The boy likes this one. Okay, yeah, okay. No problem. And then I spot something at the corner of my eye, just slightly up on the shelves, a little bit higher. What in God's name is that? And it's a series called Hidden Side. So if I get up the official Lego website, right, and we're going to go explore, but basically the novelty thing of this is that you can use your phone and you can see ghosts inside the thing on your phone. It's augmented reality thing. Yeah, it's pretty good, sounds good. I mean, we didn't see the high school. It looks a bit silly, a bit daft with the monster popping out of the high school, but it's not terrible, it's not awful, it's pretty good. But that wasn't the one that caught my eye. No, ones that caught my eye were like the ghost train. That was there, and I thought, oh my god, an actual ghost train. What the hell? That looks awesome. What else was there? What was the other one? I didn't see the bus, but the bus looks pretty good. It's just like, you know, they've got a ghost dog as well. It's totally 80s cartoon, and like, it's the dog! It's the dog! And it just, it's a haunted toilet. It's a haunted porta potty. Haunted porta potty. Come on, how can you not like that? The graveyard one looked kind of interesting. And they had this little one here, the wrecked shrimp boat, and I thought, oh, okay, that's a bit different. A bit of Cthulhu style, you know, tentacles and sea monsters and things. There's a ghost crocodile. And they've got a little canoe, and it's not bad, it's not bad. But the thing that really tipped it over the edge for me was the shrimp shark attack set. Right? It's a fresh seafood diner that's all closed down and boarded up, with ghosts and a sign and a monster telephone thing. And there's not a lot to the set. There's nothing much going on in there, but just the aesthetic of this closed down, boarded up seafood restaurant. And you get the shrimp attack thing with the boat. It creates a world. And I like worlds. And I want to put it with the Haunted Mansion from the previous modular sets. I'm a child, I know, but I want to put it together. I want to build stories. I want to build a world. I should write a freaking novel, but I'm not got the concentration. Yeah, I'm excited for that. I'm excited for that. So yeah, but on top of that, because obviously I didn't see these in shop, not all of them anyway, and I had to look up the series online. I just had to know. And I'm not going to buy anything because they're too goddamn expensive, but I had to look. That was a mistake. Because going onto the LEGO website, I saw one of the new releases. Now, you know how I mentioned I had started watching something earlier? Yeah. They have now done a Stranger Things, the Upside Down LEGO series set. £180. But oh my god, I love this thing. It's the buyer's house, and it's got, oh, it's just got everything. It's got Hopper's Jeep, and it's got Hopper, and it's got the bike, and it's got Will and Mike, and oh! So yeah, and it's just freaking awesome. I love it. I just love it, and it's got the lights and the letters, and it's just got the twisted side. Oh. Oh! I can't afford it. And the minifigs look really good as well. The dusted minifig looks really good. Really good. My only gripe with it is that it is from season 1. So we don't get Mad Max. And I love Mad Max. But yeah, no, it's freaking awesome. And I love what they did with Jane as well, Elle, the fact that they gave her the blonde wig. And I presume you can pop that off. I don't know whether there's any painting on the back of her head to give her stubble, or whether you just pop it off and she's bald, but I love it. 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 So anyway, so enough Lego. Let's talk about. I should probably stop recording next. I'm probably not going to go on that anymore. So stop that. And save my hard drive. Yeah, Stranger Things. Yeah, it's one of the series that I finally got round to watching. I've been recommending. Everyone's told me you got to watch Breaking Bad. You got to watch Game of Thrones. You got to watch this, that, and the other. I just haven't. It's too much. I haven't got the patience to be dealing with it all. I relented on Stranger Things on the principle that it looks cool. I'll admit, it looks cool, it looks interesting, and I am still recording. It's got that horror fantasy vibe and the whole 80s thing. I'm an 80s kid. I mostly grew up in the 90s, but I'm still an 80s kid at heart. Because that's what my parents had and watched, and that's what that's what I grew up with. That's what you do, Yeah, I just love the 80s aesthetic. I do. It's just the vaporwave things and all that sort of things. It's just, I don't know, and goth and all that sort of thing. It's my kind of thing. Okay, I'm kind of into the grunge in the 90s as well, but late 70s, 80s, 90s, early 90s to mid 90s. I suppose we're up to 2000 actually with the new metal craze. I'm tangenting again, aren't I? I need to get like a clementine or something and have it there. Point, do not tangent, do not tangerine. I'm tangenting off a tangent off another tangent. So anyway, Stranger Things. Yeah, I finally got around to watching it, and I've watched the first 2 series, and I tell you what, everyone that's spoken to me and said you've got to watch it, you'll like it, you'll love it, has failed to give me the one fundamental reason why I should watch it. So here it is in a nutshell for anyone who hasn't watched Stranger Things and doesn't know whether it's going to be for them. It's Silent Hill, but good. Okay? So if you like Silent Hill, but are not too worried about the deep psychological aspect of anything, but just like the idea of the premise of Silent Hill, you go into the creepy fog world and there's freaky monsters. This is it. This is Silent Hill. But it's coupled and done in such a way that it's got that 80s coming of age teen drama aspect to it, which is nice. Not necessary, but it's nice. It gets a nice framework and gives you some highs and actually builds it into a series rather than just being like, this could have been a film if it was purely just like Silent Hill, but it's not. It's telling a narrative and a drama, and you get to learn these people, and everyone in it is really good. I mean, I'm into these stories, and everyone in it, the kids, even when they were younger, I believe them and I like them, and it's really engaging. Yeah, it's just really, really good. I'm not sure how this 3rd series is going to go though, where they've grown up a bit, and it feels like I've missed a few years, which I think I have, between series 1 and series 2, and it's a shame because they're a lot older, especially Mike, and he really looks a lot older, and it's just really jarring for me. But I'm going to give it a go. So I'm going to watch the first 2 episodes, and it's still got that Silent Hill aspect that I like, the upside down and the dark world and the monsters. It's good, and the paranormal thing, and I can't praise it enough. And really, honestly, that should be the way it's been sold to people. That if you like the Silent Hill thing, go watch Stranger Things. Really, honestly, it's so good. And characters that I thought I'd hate and didn't want to know, they really redeem themselves and they make themselves interesting, and yeah. It's good. And like I said, the first series and then the second series is built on it. On to the 3rd series. I don't know when I'm going to finish it, but I'm into it. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Right, so I've been rambling on for about half an hour. I could probably cover a dozen or so more other topics, but I'm going to cut it off here. If this goes well, there'll be more. If it doesn't, you probably won't even see this. I'm more than welcome to take suggestions for topics to just chat general junk about. Otherwise, I might do this in a week, a month. See how we go. See how my mental state says. I need a way to sign these things off.